Guys, what's going on? Jamie here. Just wanted to shoot a quick video from a video blog and kind of take you through some of the groceries that we get on a weekly basis. Actually, today was a light load because we have a ton of food still in our fridge. We have 5 dozen eggs. We have three big boxes of Life cereal, which is great because it's low in sugar. It doesn't have a lot of marshmallows and sugary stuff that a lot of the other cereals have. But this is kind of I'm just going to take you through some of the things that we get because diet is very critical when it comes to losing weight. I know it's something that I'm focused on in this 90-day transformation, and even though every now and then we kind of have a cheat meal here and there, for the most part we eat pretty clean. So this is kind of what we get on a typical week, and I'll take you through it. As you can see here, we actually have ground turkey, and we eat a lot of ground turkey in this house. Me and my kids, we like making turkey sausages, turkey burgers. My wife likes frying it up in a skillet with Pam and making like chili. Here we have grapes, which my kids love. We normally buy a bunch of grapes, bunch of pears, bunch of strawberries. We actually have it in the fridge, so we didn't need to buy this week. Here's some tomato sauce, some good tomato sauce that we love because we like eating pasta. Even though we try to keep it minimal, because we want to cut our carbs, but we do have a lot of pasta in this family. Here's our whole wheat bread. My kids love making sandwiches. We can make them snacks and lunch for school, and every now and then I love having sandwiches. Here's turkey. Actually, no, this is not turkey. This is actually ground chicken, and that's what we make sandwiches with. So it's really cool. It's really low fat, high in protein. Here's our pasta that we usually have. Our whole grain pasta. We like having whole grain and whole wheat types of pasta, so it doesn't settle into our system like the white kind of carbs. Here's my kids' snack. That's the one thing that we get that is probably not healthy, but they like their cookies, and every now and then, if they're good, they get a treat. Here's our EAS shakes, our EAS protein drinks. We actually have a big stock of this. This is actually one box. This is what they look like, one serving, and it's 17 grams of protein. I don't know if you can see that, but it's 17 grams of protein, 3 grams of fat, 110 calories per container, and I like to have these as a meal replacement. We actually have two boxes of these. One is in the cupboard. Here's our Crystal Light. We like to put that with our water. We do drink a lot of water because our kids like flavor. Instead of giving them sodas and sugary juices, we'll put Crystal Light, which is I don't know if it's the healthiest thing, but it's definitely better than drinking soda. Here's bananas. We love bananas as well. Here's our fiber bars. We go through this like crazy. Here's two boxes. We have another box of this in our cupboard, but it's just a great if you're looking for a quick carb type of bar, and it has a ton of fiber in it, which is great for your digestive tract. We love going through that stuff, and it's actually healthy. My kids, if they ask for chocolate or candy bars, and instead of giving them Snickers or things like that, we actually give them this, and it tastes great, and they love it. And then we have our milk for our cereal, and for when my wife makes some sweet potato pancakes. That's our fat-free milk. The kids get the 1%. This is flavored water from Capri Sun that they take to school. Here's our dessert, sorbet, fat-free sorbet, better than the ice cream. Okay, but we love that. And then there's Gogurt. It's a great. My kids love yogurt, and I actually love yogurt as well. So that's just a great carb. If you're looking for something that's low fat, nutritious, and on the go, that you can't beat yogurt or Gogurt. So this is kind of like what we get on a typical weekend. Again, this is pretty light. I mean, we have we usually get a couple dozen eggs as well, a couple boxes of cereal, a bunch of fruit, a bunch of vegetables, and this is kind of what we go through on a typical week. And we try to eat healthy, we try to eat clean, and every now and then we'll have a treat, takeout or something like that. But for the most part, we eat pretty clean, and that's kind of our strategy, is just to make sure we're eating clean all the time, eating 6 small meals a day, eating drinking a ton of water, a gallon of water at least, and keeping our workouts up. So today, it's my wife's birthday, so we're gonna go eat out for dinner. So some of this good, healthy, nutritious food is gonna have to wait for tomorrow because we are gonna go out to eat tonight. But for the most part, I did my workout today. I did my chest workout, my shoulder workout, my tricep workout, and I feel pretty good. You know, I am a little tired because I got very little sleep last night because I stayed up pretty late doing some work, working on my website. But yeah, for the most part, things are going fantastic. So we're at the beginning of our second week here for our 90-day transformation, and we're excited. We got a long way to go. Hopefully, you're following us through this journey. Hopefully, you're going through it as well. And we're gonna catch you on the next video. See you later, guys. Bye bye.